And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hillsborough Stadium, where tonight it is your Central Catholic Rams taking on the Cavaliers of Clackamas. It's the second round of the OSAA 6A playoffs, and tonight, Zach, we've got quite a game. It's a rematch between the Cavaliers and the Rams.
Yeah, no doubt, Steve. I think it'll be a well-played game all the way through. Last time these guys faced up, it was neck and neck all the way down, so I don't expect anything less from tonight.
I agree, and with this broadcast brought to you by Oregon Sports Beat. Got a full entourage of Oregon Sports Beat producers, cameramen, audio. We're going to bring you the broadcast all four quarters tonight, and we'll get things underway here. Looks like the Rams elected to kick off, and we have Owen White. Owen White was basically the MVP of the game earlier in the season, where we won that game 17-14.
And with that 47-yard field goal he had, he really saved the Rams.
Well, you figure Clackamas outgained them on offense, so that leg saved the day. So special teams, along with eliminating errors, is going to be the key for victory tonight for the Rams.
And talking to my dad before this game, Steve, he said that penalties are going to be the #1 priority. We're going to try and get the least amount of penalties as we possibly can, because the penalties have been killing us earlier in the season.
Owen White to kick. And that'll be taken about the 7-yard line. Taken up the middle. They got a wall, got a seam. Out to the 50, stumbles a bit and goes down at the 40. David Benedenti on about a 50-yard kickoff return. We talked about special teams. About the first sentence that came out of my mouth, and we got problems. Special teams did not stop that.
You know, I think there's a penalty on the flag, a flag on the field too. A little bit of unsportsmanlike against the Rams.
So that'll tack on 15, and it wasn't long ago where you're talking about penalties and how your dad mentioned we have to eliminate those. So not a great start, but plenty of time to bounce back from the mistakes. So the Cavaliers will get great field position. They'll start inside the 30-yard line.
It seemed as if Owen White kind of got into one of the Cavaliers. Actually, I saw him tackle Owen, and Owen got up and pushed him, and there was a retaliation that was seen, unfortunately.
In the backfield, number 2, Wyatt Hutchison at quarterback. Running back, number 25, Richie Moxerat. And it's an option. Hutchison will keep it. Short gain of about 2. Nice job by that Ram defense to stop them.
Yeah, Ronnie Russ.
Just a short gain.
Yeah, Ronnie Russ got in there really quick. I think one of the things that we were working on this week was make sure that when we blitz, we're coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. That was kind of our mentality this week in practice, Steve.
So it'll bring up 2nd and long, 8. Moxerat up the middle, bounces it outside, but brought down. Almost looked like he was going to go for a first down, but tripped up there.
Looks like Jordan Stevens and JJ Shikoki getting in there, mixing it up right at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 7. Hutchison rolling to the left. Russ with the blitz. Coming up now, he'll go to the right, has a chance for the first down, gets the first down and goes down, tries to slide. He will have enough for the first down, but takes a shot.
That was a big hit, Steve. It's one of the things that you really want to avoid as a quarterback.
If you're going to slide, you might get down earlier.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. You know, maybe that first down isn't worth it if you're going to get blasted like that.
So bring up 1st and 10. Still an opportunity for the Cavaliers to get a first down. Ball placed at the 14. Here comes a Ram on a blitz. Hutchinson back to pass. Getting pressure. Spins out of pressure. Hutchinson throws it down the field and out of the back of the end zone. Ronnie Russ there to apply pressure, and a flag is down. They'll probably get him for roughing the quarterback.
It's unfortunate. It seemed as if he was kind of in right after the throw motion. It seemed like it wasn't really that late. But
nonetheless, they'll protect the quarterback more times than not. So.
Yeah.
So tonight we've got, obviously, Zach Pine with me. I'm Steve Acton. Christopher Parker, who is normally the statistician extraordinaire, he's actually playing in the band tonight. So he is taking notes between songs, or taking stats between songs. He'll be up at halftime. We'll have those halftime stats. And then we've got Duke Postian down on the sidelines, helping us out for sideline reporting. We'll go to him at the end of the first quarter to get a feel for what the mood is there on the Central Catholic sideline. So that'll bring up first and goal for the for the Cavaliers at the Rams 7. And handoff up the middle, stop. Oh, still on his feet. Good pursuit there by the Rams.
Like J.J. Skokie bringing the wood.
And that was Josh Gay on the carry for the Cavaliers. So bring up second and goal. The official fell down. Hopefully Deshaun didn't have that on film. Good, he didn't. And a penalty. They'll stop play. They'll be offsides. They'll go half the distance and give the Cavaliers second and goal from probably about the 3-yard line. And that's 3 penalties on this drive to the benefit of the Cavaliers.
See, that's really what we were working on trying to avoid tonight, because as you've seen, and as all of our viewers have seen, the penalties have been killing this team all season.
All season
It's
long.
just we can take a couple, roughing the passers, that type of stuff, but it's the little things like that that are killing us.
So out of the I formation is the Cavaliers. Hutchinson moves under center. Again, second and goal. Rams come with the blitz. Hutchinson rolls out. He can get to the end zone, and he does. That'll be a touchdown for the Cavaliers. So with 9:38, the Cavaliers draw first blood against the Rams. And really, you give the Cavaliers that many opportunities from the kick return to all the penalties, and you'll pay.
Yeah. Clackamas is a force to be reckoned with, Steve, and if we're giving up careless mistakes and just making sure that, we're assisting them down the field, if you will, it's never going to work out in our benefit. Yeah.
Exactly. But, it's early. 9:38 left in the first quarter. Plenty of football to be played. They need to refocus and really get it done. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good.
I don't think that there's any doubt in my mind that the Rams won't come back with a little bit of spark in their step and come out and really get things done.
And remember, this is a OSAA event. We want to thank the sponsors for OSAA. U.S. Bank has been a proud sponsor to the OSAA State Championship since 1984. Whether you're buying a car, consolidating bills, or paying for one of life's unexpected surprises, U.S. Bank has great rates on loans and lines of credit tailored to meet your needs. Stop in and see what U.S. Bank has to offer. U.S. Bank, all of us serving you. See banker for details, subject to normal credit approval. Installment loans and lines of credit offered by U.S. Bank, National Association, ND, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Well, Zach, here we go. The Rams with their first opportunity to get their hands on the football. And really, they got one. Is that J.J. Wells back there to receive?
No, that's Steven Erickson, I believe. Yeah, Steven Erickson's back there. It's an interesting formation.
Yeah, a single back. It's a deep, high kick, and he'll take it at about the 3-yard line. Again, right up the middle, bounces it outside, finds a seam, and ball comes out, and it looks like the Cavaliers are on it. Big break for the Cavaliers after putting up 7. They'll get the ball on the 22-yard line.
Man. Just talking about the mistakes before, Steve, it's difficult to come off of a series like that and have this happen. You got to though it's early in the game,
exactly.
You
got to buckle down now. And, you face adversity throughout your life, throughout sports.
Yeah.
And this is where you develop character and get it done.
Exactly. You can't be all mad about this and complain and complain, because if you live in the past in football, you're going to be behind the ball the entire game.
All the time. That's great advice, Doug. Hutchinson with Montserrat in the backfield. Got 2 receivers at the top of your screen. The ball's placed at about the 23-yard line. They fake the reverse. Hutchinson looking to pass, but he'll go down at the 30. He'll get sacked. He lost him about 6.
It says that that's Dylan Gabriel out there, but I do not believe he is back from his injury. So I'll have to
confirm the number.
Yeah.
We've got the binoculars.
Oh, it looked like it was Damon Stewart.
So 2nd and 16. Montserrat up the middle, hitting the backfield, rolls off, still on his feet, and goes down after a gain of 5. Contact in the backfield, but nice job by Montserrat to get yards after contact. But it'll bring up 3rd and 11. The Rams really need a stop here.
Yeah, no doubt. And like we've talked the entire season about how yards after contact is the biggest thing, and the Cavaliers are kind of getting it done right now.
So 3rd and 11. Hutchinson back to pass, look to his right, has a receiver open, goes through his hands. Ball intended for Benedetti.
Looked as if he kind of threw off his back foot there, Steve.
Nice job by Hutchinson to look it off a little bit before he turned over and threw it. So it'll bring up 4th down. Looks like they'll attempt a field goal, but there's no holder. You always need the holder, unless he's one of those drop kickers. And here comes the holder. Number 2, the quarterback, Wyatt Hutchinson. So about a 41-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. It's long enough. And it's good. So the Cavaliers with a field goal there. Nice long field goal. Go up 10-0 over the Rams. But really, it's a bit of a blessing, because that could have turned into big trouble if the Rams went down 14-0.
Yeah,
at least now it's within shot.
Yeah. Well, and, you got to think, now the Rams are really going to be careful about what they're doing with the ball. They can't afford to lose the ball again on a possession.
Exactly.
So they got to take care of the ball, make sure they're moving it down the field efficiently, and really just get points up on the board at this point, Steve.
So back to the Rams, number 11, J.J. Wells. And for the Cavaliers, actually Drew Dayton is the kicker. A nice field goal there by Dayton. Nice long one. Kind of a tale of 2 games. It was Owen White in the special teams last game when the Rams won, and now it looks like the Cavaliers, we switched it up a bit.
Yeah. I have full faith in Owen that he'll push us through.
I agree. This will be a shorter kick. Fair catch called for, and it actually bounces, so Wells will get it. A fair catch bounced, and so they're going to call that a fair catch. So the Rams will take over at about the 21-yard line.
We've been seeing this offensive line develop, and I think that this week they're really going to prove their worth,
Yeah.
I think that they've
throughout
been
the whole season. Has been,
yeah.
Right?
You think Jesuit, and looking at him now,
Yep.
it's a completely different line.
I agree. So Milton Berger at quarterback with Ronnie Rust, and Ronnie Rust will get the ball over the left side as a seam, goes out about 5 yards and go down. .756 left in the first quarter. Rams down by 10. Really their first play on offense so far on the night. And this time Miltenberg, keeper looking downfield, has nothing, fakes the pass, and wisely throws it out of bounds to avoid the sack. Clackamas some good coverage downfield.
Oh, looks like there's a flag on the field.
So they're going to get Miltenberger for intentional grounding.
It looked as if Parker Schaefer was in proximity of the ball.
So that is spot on the foul and a loss of down.
Oh.
I agree. So that will make it 3rd down. It looks like about 16. Looks like actually 3rd down and about 21.
Wow.
Deep in their own end zone. Now you just avoid mistakes that'll cost you more.
Yeah. It'd be extremely unfortunate to get a safety in this situation. You got to really think about protecting the ball and making sure that you stay out of the end zone as much as possible.
Right, or a turnover.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. So 3rd and really long for the Rams. Good play call. They'll give it off the middle up to the left side to Ronnie Rust. Bounces it outside. They'll give Owen White a little bit of room. And Rust kind of got hit late there on that. No call.
Yeah, he almost dove into him.
So 4th and 15. They bring out Owen White, who's been pretty good on punts as well.
Yeah.
Back to receive is David Benedenti for the Cavaliers.
Definitely giving Owen the respect he needs.
Oh, he bobbles the snap, but gets it off. Nice job by Owen White. Kick will be taken at about the 46. Benedenti will go out of bounds inside Ram territory at the 37-yard line. You know, this broadcast is produced by Oregon Sports Beat from the help of our sponsors, and we want to recognize one of those sponsors right now. Pacific Fence and Wire is a 4th-generation family business that is proud to employ 8 Central Catholic alumni. Pacific Fence specializes in residential and commercial fence installation and manufacturing. Call Pacific Fence today at 503-233-6248 or visit them online at pacificfence.com. So 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. All of their drives have started inside the Ram territory tonight, and we're still in the first quarter, 6:48. So the Rams basically in a hole early. But I guess if you're going to be in a hole, it's good to be in a hole early rather than the 4th quarter.
That's exactly right, Steve. You know, I think we've seen a lot of adversity out of this team, and I think we've seen a pretty positive response from most of it. So I think I have no doubt in my mind that the Rams will get it done tonight.
Bounce back. So that little false start there on the Cavaliers, penalty going against them, will mark off 5 and be 1st and 15 as Hutchinson in the backfield. Hand off to Gay over the right side. Big hole. Still on his feet. Picks up about 13 of the 15 that they needed.
Yeah. Right. Good yards after contact on that run, Steve. I thought he was down at the 35, but he kept on going.
I agree. Fundamentals got to wrap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2nd and short. And Moxerat over the right side trying to find a hole. Bounces back. And he'll go down for a loss of about 6. The Rams just stuff in the middle. And Moxerat had nowhere to go.
Good penetration by the Rams there. Really getting it done up front.
Exactly. Really, even on that last play that Gay had, he got hit at the line of scrimmage. It was just the yards after contact that gave him the benefit of the run. So 3rd and 7. You can say big play in the first quarter. This is a big play, but a penalty.
Man.
Encroachment. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
I don't think we've seen the Rams be this undisciplined all season. Two encroachment penalties within, 6 minutes. It's difficult.
Very difficult. Well, they're just, emotion maybe playing into it.
Yeah.
Did you get the unsportsmanlike conduct and the jumping off sides? Got to rein it in, play within yourself.
Yeah.
So 3rd and about 2 for the Cavaliers. We got Hutchinson under center. And they pitch it out. Plenty of room. That'll be enough for the 1st down. Moxerat. They'll mark his forward progress enough for a 1st down. I got to think, you got Duke Pine on the sidelines. I think there's Duke Pine. We got Duke Poshin. Duke Poshin on the sidelines. I'd be very curious at the end of this quarter what he has to say about the mood on the sidelines after kind of what's going on.
Yeah, and I think he'll have some pretty good insight for us.
First and 10 for the Cavaliers. Hutchinson back to pass on first down. Ball tipped and hits the ground. Opportunity there for the Rams.
Tip almost caught on that tip. It looked like he was trying to drag it in and just threw it behind him almost.
I don't know who got his hand on that. Was that
Lamar, it looks
Winston?
like, yeah.
Well, that's a big hand. That's,
yeah.
Probably one of the biggest ones out there.
Oh, yeah.
So 5:11 left in the first quarter. Rams down by 10, and Clackamas driving. Second and 10. Rams on a blitz. Hutchinson rolling. Throws it back to a wide open receiver who will go down after a first down. That's Connor Daly. He's the tight end, so a bit of a little tight end screen, if you will. Looks like he might be injured on the sideline. How about that misdirection? With the over pursuit of the Rams, that really played in the Cavaliers' favor.
Yeah, no doubt. They were really making sure that they drew all the attention of the quarterback. He's been scrambling all night, so it looked natural for him to be scrambling.
Right.
Not expecting that screen, but that's what they got us in the last game too. They had a really good screen game.
Yeah, Daly had two blockers in front of him, so we're fortunate that's all he got. It's possible he could have gone to the house.
Yeah, good effort by Brady Breeze to get over there and put him down.
So we got a break, and they're tending to Daly. We're going to talk about our sponsors for Ram TV. Living Right Senior Placement offers free assistance to find the most appropriate living community for seniors, including assisted living, memory care, adult foster care homes, and retirement communities. So call Jennifer Cook at 503-780-7353 or visit livinglight.net. So it looks like they got him taken care of and moved to the bench. So it'll be first and 10 for the Cavaliers. The ball will be placed at the 17. And thanks for the sound check. So it'll be Hutchinson with the ball. Gain of about 2. Good discipline there by the defense, not going with Montserrat. Montserrat's a threat, so you always want to kind of hedge his way.
Yeah.
They stay disciplined. So second and 8. Hutchinson straight drop back, looks to his left, going to go to the corner of the end zone on a fade route. Had his man, but dropped. Boy, they'll want that one back.
Jared Reed, you saw him kind of giving himself oh man, that was lucky.
Yeah, he dodged a bullet for sure. Yeah, you got to watch that later in the game, and they saw that work, and even though the receiver dropped it, they'll go back to that.
Oh yeah,
that was Cole Turner for the Cavaliers. Going to be having a hard time sleeping tonight replaying that one.
Yeah.
4:02 left in the quarter. Third and 8 for the Cavaliers. Again, deep in Rams territory. Seems like the only part of the field we've looked at is the Rams territory side the whole game.
Yeah.
Rams come with the blitz, and they're drawn offside, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
Man. Talk about penalties, Steve.
Talk about penalties. You know what? You wonder if you don't call timeout, get everyone together, and just kind of regroup.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, I haven't seen us be this undisciplined in the beginning of a game and forever, let alone the entire game.
Right.
You think maybe the pressure of the situation maybe.
Just totally amped up,
Yeah.
I mean, you've been there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You almost overhype yourself sometimes, and it gets in the way, clogs your thinking. You're not able to discipline yourself enough where you need to.
So So 3rd and 3, ball on about the 9-yard line. Out of the I formation, and they'll pass out of that. And the ball is tipped but caught. And it is a touchdown for the Cavaliers. Good concentration there by the receiver. And the Cavaliers are up 16-0 in the first quarter. And I'm pretty good at reading tea leaves and trying to get a feel for what the game is going to be, but I never read this coming into tonight.
No. I thought it was, going to be a extremely close matchup, back and forth the entire game, just like last time.
So the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Unbelievable, Mr. Pine.
Yeah.
And again, this is a OSAA sporting event. We want to thank the sponsors there. You know, at Les Schwab Tires, they guarantee their service like they guarantee their tires. Backed at more than 400 stores throughout the West. Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing since 1952. Well, I don't know what to say at this point. You know, they just need to dig out. They need to focus, knuckle down, and dig out. 3:58 left. They put some points up now.
Get the ball rolling, get the momentum swing. You know, like I've always talked about up here, Steve, is the momentum is just a huge part of the game. If you're feeling down, you got to put some points up. You got to get your whole team into it, because on the sideline, you know, if we're down 17-0. The sideline mentality is just way down. Nobody's cheering. The entire mood of the game gets brought down. And I think that by bringing in, a couple points before the end of the first quarter, it'll really help eliminate some of that mindset.
Exactly. What do the coaching staff do? What do they do to try to keep everyone focused? Or is it really kind of up to the players?
It's kind of player-led, to be honest. Just making sure that everybody's cheering on, making sure that, everybody's getting riled up. They try and get the fan section going, because everything that we do helps out on the field.
Exactly. So that ball is returned to about the 25. Flag came out late. And if this is a penalty against the Rams after the play, I think Coach Pine will come out of his skin.
Yeah. It's been a rough first quarter for him, that's for sure.
So it's an illegal block in the back, and so that'll back him up. It's a spot foul, so it'll back him up from the spot.
Man, penalties are absolutely killing. And talking to him on the bus ride over here, like I said, his main focus this week was eliminating as many penalties as possible. So
Did he say what quarter that was going to happen in?
It's got to be driving him
bonkers.
Crazy.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Rams at the 9, deep in their own territory once again. 3:52, looking for their first score. Actually looking to visit the Clackamas side of the field for the first time tonight, really.
Yeah.
Wells across the formation. The handoff goes to Rust over the left side, breaks a tackle. Short game, a lot of work, but a short game.
Yeah, it looks like about a yard.
I tell you, the Cavaliers are fired up. There's blood in the water.
Mm-hmm. Like I was saying earlier, the toughest thing to do is beat a team twice in the season. I think the Cavaliers are really showing how tough it is going to be for the Rams to come back. They're coming out with a lot more motivation.
Same formation. They give it to Wells. Actually, Miltonberger will keep it up the middle. Only pick up 2. So it'll be 3rd and 6, deep in their own territory. If there's a big play in the first quarter, this is it.
Yeah.
The wind's picking up a little bit, too. If you notice, the flag's really blowing in the Rams' face at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
It's going to be a difficult passing game.
They come with the blitz. Miltonberger fakes the pass, looking to get it away, heaves it up. Boy, dangerous. Trying to get the third gill, but that ball floated. That could have been a problem.
That could have been really, really close.
So bring up 4th down. Here comes Owen White. And actually you can hear the wind blowing through the ambient mic out there. It's
picking up.
Keep in mind that the quarter will go down to Duke Postian for a sideline report. Good snap this time. High kick, but the wind kind of holds it up, and it goes out. That's received, and he goes out of bounds at about the 42. That was Bentadetti on the reception. So look at the ball right there at the 41, 2:32 left. Again, the Cavaliers and Rams territory.
Man, we got to really start performing now. Make sure that, buckle down. Make sure that forward progress is stopped. Make sure that really wrapping up in tackles is driving the feet back.
And avoid the penalties.
Exactly.
Avoid the penalties.
Exactly.
We could use the benefit of a turnover right about now.
Yes.
So all you Ram TV fans, get your rally hats on. We're going to be pulling for a turnover here on this drive. And it's Gay over the right side. Short gain, pick up a 2. Actually, the defensive line doing a fine job stopping that run.
Yeah, they're really plugging it up in the middle, making sure that every gap's being filled. I think that was one of the focuses we were really working on this week, just making sure that every gap and assignment is being filled and being able to read their offense. We saw it once, and now we're able to read it and adjust and make decisions based on what their play call is.
But that goes both ways, too.
Exactly.
So second and long 6.
You got to think maybe that's a little bit of what's going on right now. They're adjusting to what we've done in the past.
Very true. So fake to Gay, and actually has a wide receiver down the field to the 10 and goes down. Nice tackle there by Brady Breeze. I thought he was going to the house.
I did too. That was great effort by Brady.
That was number 6. Looks like Jake McCreevy for the Cavaliers on the reception. That play action froze the DB, and McCreevy went right past him, wide open. To be first and goal from about the 8-yard line. Gay over the right side, hit and rolls off a tackler. Gay is a hard runner.
Yeah.
Picks up 3.
Really keeps his feet moving.
Clock continues to run, 1:16 left. Rams down 17-0.
Have not been in this situation in quite some time.
We'll see how they can get out of it. A stop on this drive would be huge. 2nd and 7. As Hutchinson looks to the sidelines for the play. Going out of the I formation from here. Rams blitz and toss it to, looks like Mock Surratt. He'll pick up 1. Say at this point, that defense has to be very disciplined, because obviously Clackamas is taking care of the over pursuit, the over aggressiveness with the screen plays,
yeah,
the play action. I mean, you really have to be disciplined and just do your job.
Yeah, you got to be textbook in these situations.
3rd and goal. Hutchinson back to pass. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looked like it almost could have been picked off.
I was going to say, is that Miltonberger?
No, that was Steven Erickson, I believe.
Erickson almost had a step on that. Could have been a pick 6.
Yeah.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. And Duke, why don't you get ready, because we'll be going to you after this PAT, and you get to give us a report here on the sidelines. Or after the field goal attempt.
Yeah.
Drew Nate to attempt the field goal. Ball spotted on the 12, 22-yard attempt.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Cavs up 20-0. The only silver lining, it's still within 3 scores.
Yeah.
So you down there, Zook? You got to read?
Yeah, so it's actually, the sideline is actually the opposite of what you'd expect right now. They're actually very excited, very business-like, getting ready for the second half. They just started a chant. For the last drive, they were going D, defense, and they were very excited. But they definitely need to be able to stop the run, short passes, bubble passes, out routes, all stuff that they were practicing for this week, all stuff they were expecting. They need to lock down. They need to figure it out right now.
Have you gotten a sense that maybe they calmed down? Maybe they came out too excited and now they've calmed down? Or
yeah, it's a lot about what Coach Ryan was talking about earlier this year, and he was saying we need to learn how to coach from behind. It's a whole different game for this coaching staff now, and this third quarter is all going to be about coaching from behind. So.
Good point. Thanks, Duke Postian. Back for the Rams. It's like J.J. Wells.
J.J. Wells, deep for the Rams.
And actually be taken a little bit short about the 10-yard line.
Steven Erickson picks up that one.
Erickson returns it out to about the 25. So the Rams really just looking to get into Clackamas territory. That's the end of the quarter for us.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Going to have a little bit of a team powwow.
Probably a good time, and it's probably a good time to talk about the OSAA sponsors. So if you want the latest information on your favorite high school teams, log on to osaa.org. The OSAA has schedules, scores, and official rankings for all member schools in all team sports. At osaa.org, you'll also find playoff brackets, broadcast schedules, and historical records. For more information, visit osaa.org.
You know, coming into this next quarter, Steve, I think that Central Catholic will come out with more of a poise. They'll be able to really handle the ball. I think that there's a lot of pressure in this game, and I think it got to them in the first quarter, but I have no doubt in my mind that they'll put on a little show for us and make something happen. Yeah.
I got to tell you, and it's not a slam, but talk is cheap at this point right now. They need to show us what they've got.
Oh yeah. I think they'll do just that.
You don't want to say woulda, shoulda, coulda in about 2 hours.
Yeah. Exactly.
Milberger handoff over the left side, and it's Ronnie Rust. Rams really sticking to the running game. Not a whole lot of passing opportunities unless they have to based on the yardage.
I think might be a little bit hesitant to pass with even though Marcus has showed that he's a great quarterback. I think that they might be a little bit hesitant to pass just because he hasn't been working with these set groups of receivers all season.
Look at the bottom of your screen. Lamar Winston and Third-Gill, two of the biggest guys on the team. They use them as decoys. J.J. Wells with the ball, has a little bit of running room. Stiffs arm and goes down after about 3. Nice pursuit there by the Cavaliers. But, I mean, you got Third-Gill and Lamar Winston over here.
Yeah.
If they stood on top of each other, they'd be about 20 feet tall.
Just about.
In with Miltenberger, though, Michael Abraham.
Saw some good stuff out of him last
Milner
game.
back to pass, trying to find a receiver. Good coverage down the field by the Cavaliers. Miltenberger throws the ball. No indication. Looks like they're going to call it incomplete, but nearly intercepted.
Man.
I think Lamar wanted a pass interference call, but that DB had just as much right to the ball as he did.
Yeah, it's a close call.
So 4th and 6, Rams have to punt once again.
When Dad going into the game, he wanted to make sure that we didn't use Owen as much this game. He wanted to make sure that we were simply using him for PATs.
Exactly. Well, the benefit of the wind sends that kick all the way down to the 17-yard line. Owen White, nice job to get that up and in the jet stream necessarily and shot it downfield.
Yeah.
The ball will be marked at the 16, probably one of the bright spots we've seen tonight. Again, we want to thank our sponsors. We got Oregon Sports Beat in the booth, and it wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. At Living Right Senior Placement, our process begins with a face-to-face meeting to review the geographic, financial, cultural, and medical needs for the senior. Finding the senior living community that is comfortable and welcoming is of the utmost importance. So call Jennifer Cook at 503-780-7353 or visit livinglight.net. That looks great. So anyway, we've got 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 17. Moxerot over the left side has a hole. He'll go out after a gain of about 9. Really the first big run for the Cavaliers tonight.
Yeah. They've been doing really good at the short stuff, getting 5 yards a carry or whatever, but, seeing a breakout run like that is, this is difficult.
Ooh, good discipline there. Trying to draw the Rams off sides. Didn't happen this time. It happened plenty of times earlier in the first quarter. Moxerot again up the middle. Have enough for a first down. Going to go down after a gain of about 3. Cavaliers just patiently going about their business tonight.
Yeah. It's almost like the Cavaliers are really setting the pace for this game. They decide when the ball is going to go or be snapped and where it's going to go.
Yeah, well, you talked about the momentum earlier, and you had the fumble recovery, and, that's a big momentum swing early.
Yeah.
So they're still probably riding on that. Rams just filling the box. Moxerot up the middle. He'll be dropped for a loss.
They got to be careful filling the box like that. It's successful in this one, but if they do that, they're leaving a receiver open almost every time.
Well, you notice they delayed it. They didn't show it early. So where in the that play that almost went for a touchdown, they showed it early. The Cavaliers changed the play. They got a big play out of that. So
yeah.
Looks like there'll be a timeout on the field there.
Timeout, Clackamas. Their first timeout.
And a great time to recognize the OSAA sponsors. Got a bunch of sponsors now that we're in the playoffs. So talk a little bit about U.S. Bank. Earn rewards, exclusive discounts, and preferred rates with the U.S. Bank package. Choose a silver, gold, or platinum checking and create a package with the features that are right for you. U.S. Bank, all of us serving you. See Bankers for detail. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank National Association, North America, member FDIC. So 2nd and what else do we call that? Zach, I'm going to give that 13.
Yeah.
Chubby 12. And the option, Hutchinson will keep it, puts his head down, and goes for about 10 yards on the play. How about that aggressive running by the quarterback?
Yeah. Most of the time you'll see a quarterback slide, try and avoid contact, but he caused it that time.
So 3rd and 2, obviously probably a 2-down situation, up by 20, nearing midfield.
Really windy, it seems like, picking up that wind on that microphone down there.
Again, same play, stop us if you can. Hutchinson again running hard. Picks up about 6 on the play and enough for a first down. The ball will be placed at the 41-yard line with 8:13 left in the half.
Looks like the Rams are pretty pumped up after each play, which is a good sign. Almost having to calm themselves down.
1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. And a play action pass. Has a receiver across the middle and throws behind him. That was Benedetti, who was open
Yeah,
but Hutchinson couldn't hit him.
That was a lucky break for the Rams.
Well, we had 2 of those tonight.
Yeah. And about 14 for the Cavs.
How about Clackamas, though? 20-point lead, 1st and 10, and they go with the pass. And take advantage of everything they can.
Yeah. I mean, I'd do the same thing if I was in their situation. Just go until they stop us.
Rams show blitz. They come with 1 linebacker. It's like Moxarat taken down there.
Jordan Stevens on the tackle.
Yeah, Stevens, nice job wrapping him up. So they'll bring up 2nd and 8. Been kind of quiet for Brady Breeze, Lamar Winston, even a little bit for Ronnie Rust, you know.
Yeah. It's been a slow start, that's for sure.
Hutchinson looks at the sideline, changes the play. Hutchinson back to pass. Actually, they'll stop play. And it'll be a timeout for the Cavaliers. So remember, we're OSAA event here, Zach, and you know you can get your state championship merchandise from www.osaastore.com. Get commemorative shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and much more. If you need a shirt from past years, maybe the last 2 years for Central Catholic, they can get it to you as well.
Wow.
So that's at the osaastore.com.
It's always good to get some old memorabilia.
Well, it keeps it fresh, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're kind of wearing out that state championship from 2 years ago, you just get some new gear.
I never stop wearing it, Steve.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. You can tell. You might want to change that. You actually might want to wash that.
I think I'm smelling up the booth, huh?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
So 6:53 left. Cavaliers have 3rd and 9. Ball was placed at their own 42. Actually, the fans are kind of coming alive. Play action pass by Hutchinson. Gets a rush, pass across the middle, and that will fall incomplete.
That was close.
Big play. It was the hit that broke it free. Got to get the J binoculars out here.
Wow. Huge momentum swing for Central Catholic.
I was going to say, Austin Hill taking out the feet and allowing the ball to fall to the ground as Benedetti almost had that.
Yeah. I mean, that's huge for Central. Being able to get their ball, get the ball, and hopefully be on their own on the Cavaliers' territory. That's going to be huge for them. Yeah.
The ball will take a bounce, and did it hit the rim? Oh, I sure hope it didn't hit third gill. Is that third gill? Boy, that was scary.
We'll have to see what they rule it as. Looks like it's going to be Rams ball.
Rams ball at the 38.
Oh.
Really the best field position they have had all night.
Lucky that the refs, called it a Rams ball.
It was close, yeah. It was close. So Ronnie Rust back in the backfield with Miltonberger. Mildenberger, the sophomore, 6'1", 190 pounds, and he'll fake it to Rust. Look down the field, heaves it up. Lamar Winston trying to get down there, and that pass is intercepted. That pass is intercepted at the 30-yard line. And I think the fans are fit to be tied here as Lamar Winston was trying to get down the field, and the defender was basically blocking his way.
Yeah.
No flag. That'll be interesting to play back after the broadcast.
Yeah. I'd like to see that play again myself.
Oh, boy. 6:31, and the Cavaliers have the ball back at the Rams' 30. Hey, you wonder if the defense is getting tired at this point. I mean, Rams have had 3 and outs. They've had turnovers. The defense have spent most of the time on the field tonight.
Well, and the bad thing about that as well is most of the line plays both ways.
Yeah, true.
So, you know, you got to think one of the most important positions in this type of a game is getting tired up faster than they would.
But they got the running game here that Clackamas has. They've got Gay and Montserrat. They can punish you.
Yeah.
Hutchinson runs, reverses field, and goes down. Great tackle there. Great pursuit by the Rams.
Good way to get him down. Looked like Michael Abraham was in on that tackle.
Fantastic. So 2nd and 4, considering all things. If the Rams can, stop them on this drive, go into halftime, they got to have some momentum. We talked about that earlier.
It's so key. It's so crucial in these type of games. Just getting the first points up on the board really starts a movement.
How about the Cavaliers? 2 1st and 10s, and they're going to the passing game, despite the running game doing so well. And they run around to the left side.
Another huge run, as we were talking about earlier.
And that's Gay bouncing it outside. He'll be short of the first down. We'll bring up 3rd and about 2.
You got to commend the effort you guys been giving all game. Just kind of chipping away at the Rams defense.
So 3rd down and 2 over the left side is Montserrat. Bounces it outside, has a sideline brought down there at the 50-yard line, but not after he got a first down as Brady Breeze on the tackle.
It's like a wholesale line change.
Yeah, I got to give these guys a rest. First and 10 for the Cavaliers. They hand it off to Gay, and Gay will bounce it, take it up the middle. Short gain. And then you wonder right here now, Clackamas is going to go into clock management a little bit.
Chip off time.
Chip off time, so the Rams don't have an opportunity before halftime. You talk about momentum. It would mean a lot for Clackamas if they could shut out the Rams in the first half.
That being said, it is only a 3-possession game.
Good point.
So
it'll be interesting what Duke Poshin comes back. Boy, I got to work on it. I got to write it down somewhere. Got Zach Pine with me and Duke Poshin on the sidelines. What Duke is able to hear in the locker room, what he can hear and what he can repeat, probably 2 different things. Oh, boy, Lamar Winston, almost a pick 6. Little wide receiver screen, and he sniffed that out early.
Man, that could have been
game changer.
That's the momentum swing we needed.
That's what we need, exactly. We talked about his size of his hands, and I think that was the difference in knocking that pass down.
I mean, it looked like he was there to catch it. So, you got to think maybe you got to think what's going through his head. And I think he's just, in that moment, he's just wants to get it down instead of focusing on catching it.
Yeah. So 3rd and almost 10. And they bring 1 on the blitz. Hutchinson looking down the field to be overthrown. The ball incomplete. No penalty. So they bring a 4th and long. And you got to punt this if you're the Cavaliers. You can't risk giving the Rams a short field.
Yeah, there's no point in trying to make something happen when you're up by this much. Steven Erickson, yeah, back for the Rams. He'll be at about the 20-yard line. Obviously looking not to get it over his head or no bounce to roll down. They need field position. And a 1-hopper. The kick is away. Stevenson calls a fair catch. It hits him in the shin. And how about that? It hits a ram down the field. I don't know who that is. James Hilliard.
And the ball comes out again. And there's a scrum for it. Flag comes out. And it was Hilliard.
being a lineman, that's one of the most exciting things you can ever do.
Absolutely. But he ran off the field quickly after the ball came out of his hand, which I would do too. He's a smart kid too.
But everybody's giving him props on the sideline, so that's always a fun thing.
Exactly.
You only get that opportunity once in a while. So
the officials are sorting out. They're trying to get a.
Double penalties against the Rams. Look like that could be devastating.
I've got to see where they're going to put the ball. I mean, I think it's just a blessing to have the ball after everything that transpired right there.
Yeah. And let's hope that we do. I never saw them call.
No.
It looks as if the center's coming out for the Rams, so Malika.
So it'll be the Rams' ball, but you're talking about field position. They could have had it at the 50-yard line, and here they are. They're going to spot it. I don't even know if they're done marking it off at this point.
I think
you almost need a map to figure this out.
It looks as if, because Steven had called for the fair catch, and it looked like one of the Cavaliers had hit him, just a little bit before the ball had came in. So that might have been a little bit, but I guess not.
So with 3:38, the Rams marched all the way back to the 18-yard line.
Wow. That's devastating.
You said it. Wow. Plenty of time, 3:38, and the clock will stop for first downs. Ronnie Rust over the right side has a hole. Bounces it outside. Ronnie Rust to the 40, to the 45, knocked out of bounds and tackled it out of bounds.
It's a huge momentum swing. Good run by Ronnie Rust, making sure he's getting down the field and getting out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Yards after contact, too.
Yeah.
He's a little bit hobbled as he comes off the field, but 1st and 10 for the Rams. So Carson Spitznagel now with Brady Breeze. And they'll call timeout. Probably not a bad idea. 3:29. You've got all your timeouts. Let's talk it over here, guys, right? And also, it's a great time to talk about our sponsors to help bring us Ram TV. Pacific Fence and Wire is a 4th-generation family business that is proud to employ 8 Central Catholic alumni. Pacific Fence specializes in residential and commercial fence installation and manufacturing. So call Pacific Fence today at 503-233-6248 or visit them online at pacificfence.com. So what's going on in the huddle there? What do you think, Zach?
I think he's going to go in and talk to them about, we really have to have a poise on the field. We really have to make sure that we're executing to the best of our ability, make sure no penalties are coming out, really holding on to the ball. Obviously, it's been difficult tonight. So I think that that's going to be one of the main focuses, just really execution and making sure that this is a business trip out here, as I've said before. Everything's business. Exactly.
Still a lot of football to play. The Rams have been pretty good at stopping them in the second quarter. Carson Spitznagel in now as J.J. Wells across the formation. They'll hand it off to Brady Breeze up the middle. And he'll be brought down after a gain of 5. The Rams score here, if they score here, even if it's an Owen White field goal, getting some points on the board will mean a lot.
Yeah. No, it'll put a little bit of reserves in the tank, if you will.
And high school football, you know how it can be. I mean, it could be a tale of 2 halves. It could be a tale of 2 minutes sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And again, it goes to Breeze over the right side. Has to cut it inside and gets a mouthful of Clackamas Cavalier and drop for a loss of 2.
I think that was Jack Buechler stopping him up.
Abraham back in now for Breeze. But brings up 3rd and 7. Clock continues to run with 2:35. I got to think it's 2 Yeah, they're going to call timeout again, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of confusion there.
Yeah.
But we're not confused here when it comes to recognizing our sponsors of Ram TV. Now, Living Right Senior Placement Consultants match the needs of a senior with the appropriate services in a new home to ensure optimum health and wellness. We tour the communities and help you weigh the pros and cons of each option. Call Jennifer Cook at 503-780-7353 or visit livinglight.net. So again, the Rams, settle down, guys, execute.
Yeah.
Each play right now is a play unto itself. You just got to line up for that single play and get it done. Don't think of anything else.
Yeah, it's got to be, I think a lot of the times my dad talks about us playing one play at a time. Give your all effort for this play and then worry about the next one.
Exactly, when you have to.
He says if you can give your best effort for 6 seconds at a time, we'll be okay.
Especially in this game.
He stresses the point that the actual level of activity, the amount of activity, is about 15 minutes per player in the entire game.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So he stresses if you can do your best for 15 minutes.
Look at Lamar Winston down the field, but the big rush brings him down. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no problem.
But that'll drop him back for a loss of almost 10, so it'll be 4th and long. You got to bring Owen White out.
Yeah.
With 2 minutes left. I'm surprised Clackamas isn't calling timeout for an opportunity for a little bit more time on the clock.
At the same time, they might want to kind of run it out and just make sure that they're going into the half ahead.
Well, they certainly will. Owen White kick from about the 25. They got 2 return men back. They're about the 15-yard line. Another big kick with the wind in his back. It'll bounce and go into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Clackamas Cavaliers with 1:29 to try to do something before the end of the half.
I'm really going to have to make a march all the way down if they want anything. Got to put up a stop and try and get the ball back before the end of the second quarter.
Kind of playing into this now is the weather. You see the moisture and the lights coming down, getting a little bit wetter out there, and you know how hard it is sometimes. You get wet, you get cold, you're down by 20.
Yeah, it can be extremely difficult to come back, not from, only from being down 20, but when the weather, it's cold outside, it's been a while since we've been, really warm and running on all cylinders.
Right.
And now it's becoming wet. That's a tough hole to be in.
Mm-hmm. And the handoff to Gay up the middle. He's hit and not brought down until now. He'll go down after a gain of about 1. Boy, he's a tough runner. Hard to get him down.
Yeah. Really knows how to drive his legs and push himself forward.
Keep in mind, Christopher Parker, who is the statistician extraordinaire and the trumpet player tonight in the band, he's taking stats between plays of songs. So beginning at the start of the third quarter, we'll have those first half stats, albeit they won't be too impressive for the Rams. It'll give you a feel for what went on for the Cavaliers. We'll have Duke Postian, who will go into the locker room, get a feel for what that conversation is. And he may not be able to mention anything that goes on in there, but nonetheless, he'll be in there. And we'll see how the Rams can bounce back from 20 points in the half. Keep in mind the Rams will get the first possession, which will play, huge for us as an opportunity to get back in this ball game.
Yeah. Well, and, I kind of like to think it's a little bit of an analogy for this situation, Steve. If you're digging a hole in the sand and it's a dry sand, you can dig the hole pretty fast. But if it's wet like this, it keeps on filling up with water, and you gotta work twice as hard to get out of it.
So the clock runs down, and we'll call that a half for the Rams and the Cavaliers. Again, it's brought to you by OSAA and their sponsors. Second round of the 6A playoffs. As they head into the locker room, it's the Clackamas Cavaliers 20 and the Rams 0. We'll be back to you in about 13 minutes from Ram TV.
right, fans, please welcome to the field our Central Catholic varsity song leaders.
How are ya?
So I'm gonna go down and say hi to some people, but there you go, there are the stats. No end of game threats. You don't want anything. Because I could run them up. Well, what if we have a comeback? Hey, here's the deal. If it's we'll say if it's 40-0. I know, but if we're losing badly, you just want to end it. It's one of those things where it's dead and you just want to kill it while it's dead. You know what? Get the misery out of it. Put it out of its misery. It's lying there on the ground going. Thank you. You have a good one. Try to stay sane.
And welcome back to Hillsborough Stadium. Again, I'm Steve Acton, along with Zach Pine, Ram TV crew, and brought to you by Oregon Sports Beat. And Christopher Parker, who was the statistician extraordinaire and trumpet player today in the band, was able to put together some stats for the first half. And I got to warn you, it's not too pretty, but we can only go up from here, right, Zach?
Yeah, Steve, if I break into tears while reading this, just take over.
Okay.
So in the first half, Central Catholic had 43 rushing yards, while Clackamas had 81. The pass percentage for the Rams was 1/5, and we had 4 yards. Clackamas had 3 passes complete out of 11 for 51 yards. The total yards for the Rams were 47, and for Clackamas, 132. Yards per play for the Rams was 3.2, and Clackamas 3.7, so not a really big difference in the yards per play. The difference here is the turnovers and first down. So Rams had 2 turnovers, Clackamas had 0. Rams 1 first down, Clackamas 8. And the penalties for the Rams, 8 penalties for 76 yards.
Here's the tissue.
I'm going to need it. For Clackamas, we had 1 penalty for 5 yards. The third down percentage is 0 for the Rams, and about 2/3 for Clackamas. Third down average is 9.5 yards for the Rams and 5.5 yards for Clackamas. 3 and outs, we've had 3 for the Rams and 0 for Clackamas.
So I guess you could say, Zach, that there's nowhere to go but up from here, right?
I would say that's a completely accurate statement, Steve.
And the Rams get the ball to start the half. And, we have Duke Postian, who was able to get into the locker room, at least that's the word on the street, able to get into the locker room, get a read on maybe what that halftime discussion was. And, Duke, you got to keep it clean, my friend.
Yeah, guys, it was a very, very scary time in there. I've never actually seen Carson Spitznagel yell. But we saw a lot of what we see on the field. We saw leadership from Ronnie Rust, Lamar Winston, Brady Breeze, a lot of Brady Breeze. They were all talking about how penalties. We cannot have that many penalties. And if you don't want to play for this team as a brotherhood, you guys can leave now. And the coaches came in after, and they were talking penalties, tackling. Missed tackles were a major fault on our side. We could have had many stops, many first downs for us.
Right.
Just tackling for the DBs, it was cover 2. We need to be jamming, make sure they can't even get off the line. And for our linebackers, we need to be hitting the right gaps. We cannot have those little errors that Clackamas is taking advantage of.
Now, Duke, there was a quarterback change in the second half. Are they going to keep Carson Spitznagel, Spitty out there for the second, or?
They didn't really talk about that much, but what I did notice is when I walked out, I saw DeAndre warming up with the center. So I imagine they're going to have DeAndre out there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, good. Hey, Duke, nice job and way to keep it clean. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we'll come to you at the end of the third quarter, kind of get a feel for how things are rolling down there on the sidelines. But thank you, Duke Postian. So that's what you can expect, right? You want these leaders to step up and sound off, and this is it for them. It's a win or go home, and a lot of those seniors aren't ready to go home just yet.
Yeah, especially for me, this is tough to see, considering this. Even though I'm not down on the field like I want to be, this is just as tough, and I want to see the best for this team.
Exactly. Subway is one of the sponsors tonight. Subway restaurants are a proud sponsor of the Oregon School Activities Association radio network and part of the halftime show. So be sure to stop by your locally owned and operated Subway restaurant for a wide variety of subs and salads made to order. Subway, eat fresh.
You might have a job for them after that one. That was pretty good.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be done. Thanks for the props. That's great. It's always good to have a fallback. Speaking of fallback, the ball falls off the tee there. We'll get the J binoculars out here and get a read on who's back for the Rams. It looks like J.J. Wells. Big kick, wind at his back. Wells will have it bounce and go through the end zone. And the Rams will get the touchback. They'll get the ball and try to get something started, get some points on the board. And how about that? Looks like DeAndre Smith will be leading the team out on the field. And Duke Postia, nice job on calling that one.
Yeah, good job. You got to think what they're going to come out in, you know. Are they going to come right out and pass, try and get down the field as much as possible, or are they going to stuff it up the middle, give it to Ronnie? Or
well, what does DeAndre bring? Does he bring maybe the read option, a little bit more threat there?
I think he's has a little bit more movement. His hips work a little bit better sometimes, so he might be able to run the ball with.
And it is a pass over to J.J. Wells. Nice blocking by the wide receiver. Wells still on his feet after a gain of about 5.
Good stiff arm.
Get a read on who that was with the block. It was Parker Schaefer.
Yeah.
Nice job there. Gain of about 6. And they came with the blitz, and Ronnie Rush did a nice job picking it up off the edge. And they come with it again, and Rush does again. Hey, stop us if you can. J.J. Wells out to, looks like it'll be close to a first down. Right on the line, so they'll move the chains. And the Rams already matching their first half performance as it relates to first downs. And they fake it. DeAndre keeps it and goes up the middle.
You know, this is the classic Rams offense. This go, 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 go until they can't stop us.
Quick hit, and they set it up so that was the stop us if you can, and he pulled it down. Mm-hmm. Nice, 2nd and 5. Rust over the left side, has a bit of a seam. Bounces it outside. Trying to get to the edge. He does.
He might have got
and
the
it'll
first.
be close to a first down, yeah.
You know, that's one of the things that you really appreciate about Ronnie Russ is if it's not there, he's going to bounce it out and make sure that it's there.
Well, yeah, and he showed his speed because Clackamas was closing, and he was able to get to the sideline.
Yeah.
3rd and 2, Zach. And another pass. It'll be Wells over here again. Wells trying to bounce it outside. Stiff arm. Gets to the 40. And they call him down, but not after getting past the line to gain. So it'll be another first down. Rams fans coming alive out there.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I was talking about. The momentum is swinging. This is the Rams' chance to score.
1st and 10, Rams at the 41-yard line. Ronnie Rust over the left side. And he'll be dropped for, no, he stays on his feet. Still for a loss, but cuts that loss of 4 down to a loss of 2.
Yeah, great effort by Ronnie to shed those tackles, get up, just to get as many yards as possible because he knew he was going to be losing some yards on that.
Might have been a good time for DeAndre to pull that back. The read option was there.
Yeah, looked like it was fairly open in DeAndre's running lane too.
Looks like they bring in Brady Breeze.
Yeah, it looks like Brady back there. Oh, yeah.
DeAndre rolls to the right, looking for a receiver downfield. Has a man wide open. Hits him at the 40, to the 30, cuts it inside to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Rams!
Wow. That's huge.
Who is that truck?
That's Michael Abraham. Wow. Wow. That is exactly what we needed, Steve.
How you like them apples, huh?
Wow.
60-yard TD reception. DeAndre Smith and Michael Abraham, and the Rams are on the board with just under 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter.
That is exactly what this Rams offense needed. They needed points up on the board to get everything going. You got to have fuel in the tank to keep the car running, if you will.
There you go, baby. We don't want to talk about cars, though. Would you?
No. Get off track real quick.
Yeah. Owens kick. Up, good. Rams 7, Cavs 20. And how about that? They take that opening drive down. And it wasn't a fluke play. It was they set it up. And it was a nice play calling there by the Rams, execution by the Rams, and more importantly, nice heart by the Rams.
Oh, yeah. great downfield blocking. I believe that was Parker Schaefer downfield again.
Exactly.
Just
He had
destroying.
that pin,
Oh,
all the way down.
it
Guy
was
couldn't get
beautiful,
away.
beautiful blocking.
That's unselfish play. It's fun to see. We've seen it in past years. It's nice to see it going now.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Zach, is we've been working with the Oregon Sports Beat crew all year long, and
Yeah.
I think maybe coming in the beginning of the season they didn't know who the Rams were and everything like that.
Yeah.
But now they're actually cheering for us.
I know, it's awesome.
Kind of
It's
a
good to see.
classy group, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They've finally come around to our way of thinking.
Yeah. I think we're some warm people. We invite people in.
Oh, absolutely. And you can check out Oregon Sports Beat for all your live and local sports action. They put that on all around the state of Oregon. There's free live viewing, and it's available on demand.
Yeah.
And it's all at OregonSportsBeat.com.
They're also doing the Rams Survivor competition that we're doing.
Oh, is
in
that
school.
right?
Yeah, so that'll be something to tune into if you want to see some interesting competitions.
That'd be actually fun to watch. Tell me when
Yeah.
it gets on there. So.
Yeah, I think that'll be next week. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're doing a 3-day lock-in, kind of Survivor style, trying to raise money for St. Vincent de Paul and a couple of other organizations.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was Benedenti on the return. They got it out to about the 26-yard line. It's been nice having Oregon Sports Beat because they get it all put up. They get it put together. They got good equipment. Wasn't for that lightning strike last week. Came out of nowhere. Took us out in the fourth quarter. And Moxerat over the right side and drug out of bounds and thrown into the Cavaliers sidelines after a gain of 3.
Yeah. Slammed him down with some authority.
So 2nd and 8. We need that inspiration from the offense to transfer over here into the defense. The defense really doing a nice job considering the great field position the Cavaliers had in the first half.
Oh yeah.
They got to be careful. Over pursuit, you get overexcited, like I'm talking, overexcited, and make mistakes. See what the read is. It might be encroachment drawn. Oh, they're going to get a false start.
Yeah, it looks like the left guard had jumped a little bit.
And how about the Rams fans? They're getting fired up. Brady Breeze telling them to raise the roof here. That'll back them up. It'll be 2nd and 13. Stop here would be huge.
Oh. Great field position.
Yeah, turnover would be huge.
Oh, that would be amazing. I think the Cavaliers are due one.
Due one?
Yeah, due to have one. Excuse me.
Huger and due to have one. Handoff up the middle. Oh, no. Moxerat breaks free, has enough for a first down and down to the 42. Boy, he hit that hole hard.
Yeah. Explosive out of the line. Good effort by Lamar to really bring him down because that could have been ugly.
Oh, yeah, especially as you talk about momentum shifts.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Cavs. Ball's at the 41. Play action pass, Hutchins back to pass across the middle, finds a receiver. Benedenti with the reception, and he'll go down at the 27.
Man.
Hutchinson with some pressure on him, able to get that away, really deliver it quite well.
Yeah. Well, and like you were saying, he had quite a bit of pressure on him. The Rams defense is putting up a front in terms of, getting penetration, getting in his face. He's just executing extremely well.
You're right. 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Looks like Gay over the right side. Again, breaks a tackle, bounces outside, and picks up 9. And really delivers the blow, trying to pick up the first down. Boy, that was about 9 yards after contact.
Yeah.
Boy, Clackamas just not backing down.
No.
Be 2nd and 1.
They probably have the same mentality as we do in the playoffs. You're here on a business trip, and you don't let up until you're done.
The last time the Cavaliers have beat the Rams goes all the way back to 2006. November 17th, 2006. Montserrat is dropped to be third down and a long one.
Wow.
Montserrat with a carry. Michael Abraham on the tackle.
Nice wrapping up there. Good penetration, a good wrap. Rams have to be careful because if they over pursue or get too aggressive on this, they set themselves up for that tight end screen that they had earlier.
Yeah. And, you know, like I said, that killed us last game. That was, you know, one of the plays that they scored off of, if I'm remembering correctly.
And it picks out to Montserrat. He's got the angle, he's got the run, puts his head down, delivering blows, and goes down at the 6.
You know, Montserrat really isn't afraid of contact, which is, you know, a lot of running backs will want to bounce it outside and get to where there's a hole. He makes his own hole.
Right.
He really will pound through and just make sure that he gets as far down the field as he can, and his physical body isn't really a setback for him.
You're right, exactly. Hutchinson under center. Montserrat again up the middle. Picks up about 2. Still second and goal.
Montserrat on the carry. Abraham on the stop.
Keep an eye at the bottom of your screen. Number 3, Cole Turner. In the first quarter of a fade route, he was wide open, dropped the pass. And here we go, I called that one. And it's incomplete. Better coverage that time.
Looking for the penalty, but he won't get it.
Wow.
Or the flag.
Much
Man.
better coverage that time, though. But he's tall. What,
Yeah.
Get a read here. He's 6'5", 175.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's a tall, lanky kid there.
Yeah.
So, third and goal, you know, it was close. You wonder if they don't go back to that.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he had his hands on it again.
it was right there. I think Erickson had great defense and really was able to take the ball right from him.
Third and goal. Now it's Montserrat over the left side, hit and wrapped, and he'll go down to bring up fourth and goal. It'll be placed at the 3-yard line.
Great stop by Jordan Stevens.
Great stop, great wrap.
Yeah.
Because Montserrat, he runs with some moxie, and tough to bring down.
Yeah.
It's like they'll bring out the field goal unit, which is probably not a bad call.
Yeah, you know, you really got nothing to lose. You'd rather get some more points up on the board than try and punch it in and not get any.
Right, well, in a three possession game, I'll return it to a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
Good snap, holds good, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Cavaliers, with really a pretty good drive, only able to put 3 points on the board. A testament there to that Rams defense with that goal line stand.
Yeah. Really shows the effort that they've been given.
So again, this is a OSAA event with OSAA sponsors. Let's recognize Les Schwab for their sponsorship of high school sports. You know, for over 55 years, Les Schwab Tire has been committed to providing their customers the most for their tire dollar. Price, value, and selection. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
We got Wells deep again. Pretty strong wedge players back, trying to break up all the Clackamas.
As far as the blocking, yeah.
Losing my words.
So the Rams, who came out with the opening kickoff of the first half, came down great 60-yard touchdown reception by Michael Abraham from DeAndre Smith. We'll need another one of those, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a high kick, and looks like it'll be J.J. Wells. Bobbles the ball. And he'll get out to about the 24, we'll call the 23-yard line. So 6:16 left in the third quarter. Rams trail 23-7. They've got the ball. Let's see what they can put together here on this drive.
I'd hope we see the same type of aggression out of this offense coming out and just kind of trying to punch
inspiration.
them in the face.
Exactly. All right, here we go for the Rams. Ball at the 23-yard line. DeAndre Smith fakes the pass out, keeps it, tucks it down. Still running. He'll pick up about 3, but hard tackle.
Yeah.
As the linebacker looks like coming through. Number 33, Cole LeBoy. He's a junior, 6'2", 225. Bring up second and long 6 for the Rams. Brady Breeze over the left side. Cuts it inside. He'll only pick up a couple. You know, the Cavaliers really being able to stop the runs to the left side pretty well.
Yeah. Really trying to close the smaller end of the field up, make them run through the majority of their players.
So 3rd and 5 as Brady Breeze comes off and Ronnie Russ enters the game. They fake it to Russ. DeAndre rolling to the right, has pressure, ducks, goes down. And he'll lose about 5, so it'll bring up 4th down, and here comes Owen White for the Rams.
Yet another 3 and out tapped onto the Rams. It's unfortunate.
4:50 left. Still a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know, you get a turnover, and you can get, turn the game around a bit.
Yeah.
Owen White into the wind. Boy, beautiful punt, though. Fair catch called for and fumbled. Picked up at the 33. It'll be Clackamas ball. Oh, boy.
That was
That
close.
could have been a big break.
Oh.
And how does it fall? He hits him in the hands. It falls right in front of him. How did it not carry him off and, right into the Rams?
Should have kicked it a little bit for us.
Exactly. I think the rally hat's out for the Ram fans. Hey, guys, tighten those things up.
Yeah.
We need a little bit of help here. So that defense back out on the field again for the Rams.
And this defense is not giving up, which I think is a testament to the ability of this defense. They're really able to focus and strap in, make sure that they're really going for what they need to go for.
Well, you wonder if fatigue might have slowed them down enough so they can play within themselves a bit. They blitz up the middle, and Mock's right over the right side, still on his feet.
Wow.
Refusing to go out of bounds, and he'll pick up, looks like about 5 yards on the carry.
You're seeing both teams being a little bit chippy tonight. I think there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, great point, Zach. Win or go home. Keep in mind, at the end of the third quarter, we're going to go down to the sidelines and get a read from Duke Postian. Hand up off the middle and just tattooed. We'll get the binoculars out here. Who was that?
Jordan Stevens.
Jordan Stevens with the big hit. A loss of about 4. 3rd and 8. Boy, that was just fun to watch.
Yeah, that's huge.
You got that right, Deshaun? All right, he got
good.
that. Nice.
Good. Great camera work by Deshaun again. He always does an excellent job for us.
I know if I was doing that, I'd be watching the game. I wouldn't be moving the camera.
That's
I'd
my
be the
problem.
worst cameraman ever. Hutchinson brought down the backfield again. Big loss, and a flag comes out. Referee adjusting the placement of the flag, which could indicate holding.
Which would be a good break for the Rams.
Got 2 flags. Yeah, 2 flags on the field. Boy, how about the penetration?
Wow. I think just saying right
Oh.
before this. Oh.
And that'll go, I'm sorry for being so emotional, but that'll go against the Rams. The face mask call. And it'll give the, thank you, it'll give the Cavaliers a first down.
Man.
Lori Yeager, the athletic director for the Rams, in the booth. Now we have to shape up and do it right.
I know, right? Got to put on our ties and get back to work.
I want to change that shirt. Anyway, 3:22 left in the third. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 48. They look to the sideline, changing the play up. Hutchinson across the middle. A pass is incomplete. Good ball, but just too hot for the receiver, intended for Alex Hearn.
Pass intended for Alex Hearns, incomplete.
Be 2nd and 10. Boy, a lot of traffic in there. Kind of a dangerous pass. You got a lot of Rams in there. Of course, they were probably figuring the Rams were coming on the blitz, which they've done most of the night, at least one of the linebackers.
Yeah. And you got to think, with the penetration that we've been getting, they might be more comfortable pulling people back.
Everyone in the box. Handoff up the middle to Gay, who bounces it outside.
Wow.
And brought down, but
great tackle.
Huge tackle. Everyone was in the box.
Looked like that was Ronnie Rust on the tackle.
So 3rd and 11, 2:39 left. Boy, big stop here, no mistakes. Oh. I'm sorry.
I know.
The collective groan. I'm groaning with everyone out there on Ram TV, too.
Man, that is tough to watch.
So that'll be 5 yards against the Rams for encroachment. Sorry, Zach. We'll get through this.
Yeah. It's like pulling teeth.
Just don't repeat. If you repeat, it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
And they look to the sidelines. Lamar asking for a defensive change there. Henderson back to pass. As a receiver, and incomplete. Big rush there by Lamar.
Wow.
Forced Hutchinson to throw it too soon. Montserrat was over on the flat. It could have been Gay over in the flat. Could have been a problem had he delivered that pass.
Yeah. Well, and, you like you said, Lamar kind of changed up the play call. Maybe that was what it.
That was it. He might have seen something.
Yeah.
So 4th down. It's like Drew Dayton back to punt. What do we got back for the Rams there?
Looks like Steven Erickson.
See, those young eyes are great. I got the binoculars. I'm still struggling.
I see their mannerisms.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, high kick, fair catch called for, and he drops it, bounces. Again, dodged a bullet there, bounced right up to him.
Wow.
But the Rams, again, starting deep in their own territory at the 9-yard line.
That's not a good start.
We got the ball. We dodged the bullet. Exactly. And it's a great opportunity to recognize our sponsors. Our sponsors, Living Right Senior Placement, offers assistance in finding the most appropriate living communities for seniors, including assisted living, memory care, adult foster care homes, and retirement communities. So call Jennifer Cook at 503-780-7353 or visit livinglight.net. So 1:47 left in this third quarter. It's like DeAndre Smith back out there at quarterback, and here comes J.J. Wells across the formation. He'll get it. Cuts it inside. Boy, good pursuit there by the Cavaliers. Flag comes out. That'll be 15-yard face mask penalty. I yelled so much on that touchdown, I'm going hoarse.
I know, me too.
I'd rather be unable to speak by the end of the game because I'm yelling
yes,
than still have my voice.
I agree with you.
What's interesting, Zach, is the fact that Clackamas, I mean, we have some speed on our team,
Yeah.
but Clackamas is closing the distance.
Oh, no doubt.
And you get J.J. Wells, who's a speedster, and just quick feet.
Yeah.
They were all over him.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's kind of one of those things where you play to the same level of your opponents, and I think, you know.
Elevates their game.
Yeah.
Yep. So 1st and 10 for the Rams. Again, pass of one hop and trying to hit J.J. Wells again. I think it's 2nd and 10. Keep in mind that it is wet out there. You can't really see rain necessarily, I think, from the camera, but looking up into the lights, there's plenty of moisture coming down.
Oh, yeah. Ball's slippery, you know, difficult to get your footing, slipping around on the turf.
Now it goes to Rust over the left side. Has a hole, Rust to the 30, to the 35. And he'll go down at the 38 with the first down. One of Ronnie's best runs on the night.
Yeah. Really shown his athleticism, being able to cut back and get up and go.
Go. We need that. Nice hole there by that front line. You get some of that momentum swing again like we did coming out of the half.
Yeah.
J.J. Wells skirting up the sidelines. Short gain. He may have gotten a yard out of that.
Yeah. You know, it'll be close. It's a little bit difficult to tell with the players there where the sideline is.
So it brings up 2nd and 9. Credit to that Cavaliers defense, giving the Rams fits all day long.
Yeah.
DeAndre with the hitch, gonna go. Lamar catches it at 35 down to the, oh, he's stripped. The ball is stripped and returned. Oh, that's Alan Gomez who stripped the ball from Lamar Winston and returns it down to about the 30-yard line.
Wow.
So that's where they'll mark it. Looks like they'll mark the ball at about we'll call it the 36-yard line. Now we'll call it looks like we won't call that the 36. It's like the 43 where he stepped out of bounds. But what a change of events.
Yeah. Gosh, that is unfortunate.
Really, the first ball that Lamar had a crack at, hauls it in, and then gets stripped on the way down. Moxerat over the right side. He'll go out after a gain of about 4. But, you know, just as fast as that turnover happens, Zach, it could happen for the Cavaliers as well. It's high school football.
And I've seen crazier things happen. You know.
Well, like your dad breakdancing. You talked about that last week.
He told me not to talk about this.
Okay, so we won't.
But
so
I will.
2nd and 7. Handoff up the middle, and Moxerat goes down. Great defense.
Yeah.
He'll be thrown for a loss. They'll be 3rd and 9. Clock at 30 seconds. I don't know exactly when they wound the clock, but they might be able to run the quarter out.
Yeah.
Nine seconds. And a flag. They'll get the delay of game call. So that'll back them up. The benefit there, I mean, that'll make it about 3rd and 13.
It's a lot more difficult of a field position, you know. They really got to go a lot farther to get it in the end zone.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. And Duke, if you're ready, we're about ready to go to you at the end of this quarter. Got Deshaun trying to track you down on the sidelines.
Hey guys, yeah. The sideline right now is pretty intense. It's been crazy in most of the third quarter. After Lamar's strip, it died down a little bit, but overall, it's pretty hyped right now. You can almost hear. I don't know if you guys can hear the student section, but they're pretty loud right now, and so is the sideline.
Well, I was going to say there is a lot going on. It's a roller coaster ride out there for really both teams in the third quarter.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the mistakes that we saw in the first half not being made this half. Like the penalties have started to go towards Clackamas instead of us. We still have a couple minor errors, but we're starting to see the Central Catholic team that we're used to.
Yeah, starting to get fired up a little bit and starting to show. We got the fourth quarter here. So, Duke, get them fired up. Let's see a good fourth quarter out of these guys.
You know I will.
All right. Duke Postian for Ram TV. Thanks, Duke. How about that defensive play while he was talking?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, blew that up, didn't they?
That was incredible. And puts them in a, pretty tough situation. They're going to have to punt that ball and give the Rams a pretty decent field position, considering that they'll probably get the ball on their own 20.
Right.
Be able to advance that to probably about the 25 or 30, have a decent shot at getting downfield and making something happen.
We got to do it. We got to do it here. We got to do it now. And we've got to recognize our sponsors for Ram TV. We have Oregon Sports Beat producing it. It doesn't come cheap. And our sponsors help us offset that cost. And Living Right Senior Placement, they assist us. They also assist finding the most appropriate living communities for seniors, including assisted living, memory care, adult foster care homes, and retirement communities. So please call Jennifer Cook at 503-780-7353 or visit livinglight.net. So here we go, fourth down and way too long for the Cavaliers. Rams coming in to try to block it, and they do! Chance to scoop and score! But they get the ball at the 26. How about that, Zach?
That is huge. Talking about a momentum swing, that's what we need. We need now instead of being on our own 20, we're on their 25.
Turn of events, and you couldn't ask for a better time. Heading into the fourth quarter.
That was impeccable timing.
Oregon Sports, they're like on their feet. They
I
can't
know.
yell, but they're up on their feet.
I know. It's awesome.
It's contagious.
We're seeing a transformation.
Exactly. So the Rams on the 26-yard line, trailing by, what do we got there? 16. J.J. Wells, actually it'll be, DeAndre will keep it after the fake to Ronnie Rust, and he'll go down after about 2. A lot of stuff going on there, but not a lot of advancement.
You almost have to be impressed by the effort that Central has. They haven't given up. They've just really kept on going and making sure that everybody's executing. And I think that's incredible in itself.
Yeah, if they get a score here and they get that 2-point conversion, the lid's going to come off this place. It's going to be a whole different ball game.
Oh yeah.
Ronnie Rust up the middle, bit of a seam. And he'll pick up, I got to say, 5. So to bring up third and a long 3 and definitely 2-down territory for the Rams.
On top of this, the 2-point conversion, if we get a 2-point conversion, it's crazy. We'll be able to, like you said, the momentum will swing. It'll be a 2-minute game like you were saying.
Right, Ronnie Rust up the middle, enough for the first down. Ronnie Rust to the 10 and down at the 7. Looked like he could have got there. One guy to beat, and the guy got him. So the Rams with a 1st and goal. Ronnie Rust limping off, and they bring in Brady Breeze. It'll be Breeze over the left side. Penetration. And he'll get stopped, really, for no gain. 10-20 left in the game. 2nd and goal for the Rams. DeAndre Smith looking for the sideline. Trying to get Brady Breeze in place. And they'll have to call timeout.
Man.
That could be a precious timeout that they burned, as there was a lot of confusion there.
Yeah.
But you got to think you can't squander this opportunity.
Oh, no.
Can't take a delay a game and move it back, take it back to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, you got to take
2nd
advantage
goal.
of this field position for sure.
Good call there by Coach Pine. Get it together, get it done right. And talking about getting things done right, Les Schwab, they get things done right.
Oh, yeah.
Les Schwab, they guarantee their service like they guarantee their tires. Back at more than 400 stores throughout the West, Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing since 1952. As the Rams making out onto the field. DeAndre Smith along with Brady Breeze back there. Blitz coming from the edge. Hand off to Brady Breeze up the middle. Down to the 2, to the 1. No indication. They'll give it. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down from the 1. Looks like he was down before he got that ball stretched out.
It looked like the Clackamas defender almost took it out of his hands.
Yeah. 3rd and goal. Brady Breeze with DeAndre Smith. Breeze again trying to find the pylon. Tripped up and goes down at the 5. Oh, he had it. The guy got him by the shoelaces.
Oh. Man.
I'm right there with you. .906 left in the game. Rams at the 5-yard line. 4th and goal. And timeout is called. And Clackamas will take a timeout. Holy smokes, I'll tell you what. Everyone's going to. You know what? You're really close to this team, aren't you? Got Zach Klein. Can we get some oxygen for Zach? Anyway, while you're heavy breathing over there and trying to get yourself together, I want to remind this is an OSAA sponsored event, and their sponsors U.S. Bank. At U.S. Bank, you can earn rewards, exclusive discounts, and preferred rates with a U.S. Bank package. Choose a silver, gold, or platinum checking and create a package with the features that are right for you. U.S. Bank, all of us serving you. See bankers for details. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank, National Association, NA, member FDIC.
I'm back, Steve.
All right, we need you back. We need the Rams back. 4th and goal. All right, you've kind of got the inside track on the Rams. What play do you call here?
See Lamar singled out on the bottom. I think it's a possibility that's, it looks like he's ISO'd.
Well, remember the St. John Bosco throwback.
Oh, yeah.
I would call that right now. Uh-oh. Trying to throw it away. Oh, had Brady Breeze. Ball's incomplete. I tell you, not J.J. Wells, but DeAndre Smith did everything he could to get that ball off.
Yeah.
So Clackamas will take over on downs at the 5. But Zach, it's high school football. You're one fumble away here. You're one turnover away from being right back in it.
Oh, yeah.
An onside kick. So Rams fans, you cannot leave now. Weirder things have happened. There's still 8:49 left. Clackamas thinks they have it in the bag, but I think the Rams will do everything they can to turn this around.
Like you said, weirder things have happened. Coach Pine had hair, so.
Oh, boy. Yeah, take that mic away from me again. It's a good stop there. 2nd and 10.
Abraham in on the tackle.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. Didn't look like he got 2, but. Cavaliers trying to draw the Rams off sides. And why not? It worked all night long.
Yeah. Taking their time. Trying to burn up the clock.
8 minutes left. Oh, the flag comes out. We've got conflicting. We've got one official saying timeout. We got one throwing the flag. And it looks like it'll be the timeout call.
Timeout, Clackamas.
Man.
Their second timeout.
So, you know, Ram TV's gotten so popular that I know Rams fans know that Oregon Sports Beat is out there, but we probably have some other schools, maybe some other athletic directors or coaches watching. And they can check out OregonSpeed.com for all your live local sports action. Free live viewing, and it's available on demand at OregonSportsBeat.com. And they really do a nice job setting up, very professional group, fun group.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've gotten more fun as the season's gone on.
Oh, yeah.
But if you have an event, any type of sporting event, and you've done some school, like student activities events as well.
Yeah, one coming up, and then, you know, they've done soccer for us, and they did the golf championships last year. So, you know, they do a full range of sporting events.
Exactly. And that's OregonSports.com if you want to get more information. So here we are, 2nd and 8 for the Cavaliers, 8 minutes left. Hutchinson back to pass. Under pressure, throws it down the field. Intercepted! Hey, how about that?
Trey Davis bringing it in.
Trey Davis, first time we called his name tonight, and how about that?
Wow. That's amazing.
How about the play call?
Wow. Talk about
7-5. Oh boy, here we go.
Talk
Like I
about
said,
it.
Rams fans, don't go
Yeah.
anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Can't leave yet. There's still 8 minutes left to play in this game. There is no reason. Like I said,
All right,
miracles have happened.
All right, here we go. Ball at the 27. Now here's where the isolation on Lamar Winston is going to matter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no offensive coordinator, but this is a good time to strike.
Oh, yeah. It's the only time.
Yeah, looks like he'll go to Ronnie Russ over the left side. Really no gain there.
Ronnie Rust on the carry. Bryce Dickey on the tackle.
Clock continues to run. They have to be a little bit. Well, they got Spitznagel out there now.
Yeah.
Got to be a little bit quicker here, Zach.
Don't have a lot of time.
Ronnie Rust over the right side. Picks up just a couple.
Rust on the carry.
A lot of activity after the whistle.
Bryce Dickey again in on the stop.
3rd and 7. Spitznagel back to pass. Has to roll to the left. As a receiver, Lamar Winston keeps his feet out to the 17. He'll be short of a first down.
Ooh, that's close. They gave us a really good spot. That's
Ah,
first
they
down.
gave it to him.
Wow.
We'll take it. First down, clock stops, 6:37.
Oh, that is huge, Steve.
Well, it was his second effort that got that.
Yeah.
Staying in bounds, keeping his feet. Lamar Winston, first down. Ball at the 16. Got Brady Breeze in the backfield, and it's Carson Spitznagel at quarterback. Straight drop, going to set up the screen pass. Oh, and Brady Breeze had it and dropped it.
Man, you know, I know the viewers can't see it, Steve, but it is so wet out there. It is really pouring here at Hillsborough Stadium.
It is. Well, that screen pass, Lamar Winston was between Spitznagel and Breeze, the intended receiver, and had to duck to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And you wonder if obviously Brady probably couldn't see it until Lamar ducked.
Yeah. You know, see people trying to wipe off their gloves as they're coming up to the line of scrimmage just because it's so wet out there.
2nd and 10 for the Rams. Ball at the 16. 6:32 left in the game. The Rams trail by 16. Play action pass. Lamar Winston's back shoulder throw.
Gets the first.
Complete. How about that?
Wow.
Great ball by Spitznagel to Lamar Winston. Lamar Winston give him a little love with the point there. Stops the clock. 6:27. Ball at the 4-yard line. That was a great pass.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of back shoulder throws executed like that in high school sports.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hand off to Ronnie Russ. Flag comes out. Will stop the clock. Second illegal shift, possibly.
And boys to Russ. Penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, illegal shift against the Rams. Guess the only benefit about that is to stop the clock after the play.
Yeah.
But it'll be first down and goal from about the 9-yard line.
You know, Steve, it might even be, possibly easier to score from this field position simply because they have a little bit more room to work with the receivers.
To spread out, I agree.
And when you're bunched in all tight and you only have, about 15 yards to maneuver within, it's hard to get all your receivers open because it's easier to cover.
That's a great point. A lot of space to operate. A lot more space to operate. And Ronnie Rust over the right side trying to get the edge. Trying to get free. Fighting hard, getting down to the 5-yard line. Really all Ronnie Rust at that point.
Rust on the carry.
So second and goal. He got out of bounds. Stopped the clock. 6:05. He'll place the ball on the 6. Second and goal for the Rams. Spitznagel looking for a receiver. Can't find anyone. Punches it in the end zone. Incomplete pass. Effort there by Abraham. Coming back for the pass, just couldn't hold on to it. So third and goal, and the clock stops.
Man, you hate to see an opportunity like that.
Oof. Yeah, but really that was all Abraham coming back for the pass. Otherwise it could have been intercepted.
Oh, yeah.
Third and goal for the Rams. Ball on the 6. Play action pass. Lamar Winston at the 2. To the 1. Just couldn't get in. Great tackling there by the Cavaliers. So here we go. 4th down, Zach.
A little bit of deja vu, Steve.
Deja vu all over again, right? 4th down for the Rams. Clock runs with 5:30. Another big play. Rams fans on their feet cheering them on.
It's the only thing you can do, Steve. Cheer, cheer, cheer.
Ronnie Rust up the middle. Ronnie Rust, did he get in? They gave it to him. Touchdown. Ronnie Rust. 5-12.
Wow. That's amazing.
And they're going to go for 2. You got to go for 2.
Yeah, you got to go for 2. That would bring the Rams to.
How about that? Ronnie Russ sneaking in. It was from where I was sitting. I couldn't tell if he got it.
That was close. That was very, very close. Bring the Rams 15. Be a really close ball game at that point, Steve.
Yeah.
You know, one onside kick, get the ball, march down the field. We're in it.
Absolutely. And you may want to go on even with 5 minutes. Well, let's get this taken care of.
Yeah.
Let's close the deal here. Ronnie Russ in the backfield. Flag comes out. Delay of game on the PAT. Oh, heartbreaker.
The clock stopped.
Got some help from the fans on the officiating. They want to turn that feed down a little bit. I don't know where it's going from here. 5-12.
I don't think we have the editing capability to cut those out if something happens.
We don't have that kind of delay. We tried to cut you out a lot of times. Couldn't do it.
I know.
Anyway, Spitznagel back to pass. Looking for receiver. Lamar Winston in the end zone. Oh! It's incomplete. Actually, it's basically intercepted, so the PAT fails. So now it's a 10-point game, and now it has to come down to the onside kicks. This is kind of the fun part of football there.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Making something happen.
Competing until the end, that's for sure. You know, at this point, you got nothing else. You got to leave everything you have on the field.
Leave it on the field.
Got to make it worth it.
Hang in there, Zach. We'll get through this.
Oh, yeah.
5-12 left. You're a senior this year, so it means a lot.
Yeah, and, you know, especially not being able to be playing,
Yeah, but you're contributing up
yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Fans know more about your dad since you're here than they ever would have known.
I'm glad, you know. I think some of this stuff should be brought to light. I think
your good attitude adds a very nice component to the to Ram TV.
Well, thank you, Steve. It's been fun being here.
Been fun having you. So they place the ball at the 40, as usual. Obviously, onside kick is on its way. I don't know if there's any variations that the Rams do, but
I like the old muddle that we used to do where we just run at the ball and kick it and try and surround it until it hit the ground.
Try to hit people, but keep them out of the way.
Yeah.
So here we go, onside kick for the Rams. Season on the line. Kick, good bounce. It's loose and goes out of bounds. And Clackamas will get the ball. Got a final score from the other playoffs. We got the Lincoln beating Grants Pass 42-14. That's a final. Wow.
Do we have word on the Shelton game?
On the Sheldon game?
Yeah.
I can go into my magic. I call it the adult leap pad.
Oh, nice.
Some people call it a tablet, but I gotta remember my password. So Clackamas comes out. They'll have 1st and 10. Ball at the 40. Call it the 44. Rams looking for a turnover, trying to get the strip as Gay has the ball, and they are going for the strip.
Hold him. Hold them. Josh Gay on the carry.
He's 2nd down and about 7. And the handoff over the right side. Be short of the 1st down, so it'll be 3rd and 4. It's like Gay on the carry. Looking for those 6A scores. Really, the Cavaliers taking their own sweet time. There you go, some scores. Tigard trailing Sherwood 38-20. South Salem and Oregon City, how about this? Oregon City up 42-21, a Mount Hood Conference team. Like Sheldon just taking care of business against Sunset, 56-21. And that is who we assume Clackamas will play. And Jesuit just taking it to Westview, 59-7. So 4th down for the Cavaliers, and the Rams will take a timeout. 3:40.
Timeout, Central Catholic.
Big stop, 4th down, and the Rams with a chance to get the ball. It is not over yet.
Nope. Even though 3:40 does not seem like a lot of time, Steve, it's, there's a lot of football to be had.
Absolutely. So Beaverton taking care of Tualatin so far, 21-14. West Lynn all over West Salem. West Lynn up 35-0, shutout Bruin there. So the Jesuit, really taking care of business.
Oh, man. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I wouldn't imagine, or I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the finals this year.
I agree. But Sheldon, 56-21 over Sunset.
Yeah, and Sunset's not a terrible, and nobody in the playoffs is a terrible team.
Right.
So
4th down and 2. It appears that the Cavs will be going for it. Fourth and 2. Rams got to be careful they don't get drawn off sides. Play action pass, and it's caught. Rams hold them up trying to strip the ball, won't come out. It will be enough for the 1st down.
Pass is complete. Bryce Dickey. It's good.
Gutsy play there by the Cavaliers with the play action pass. And I definitely want to give credit actually to both these teams because the Rams fans didn't get to see it at the end of the last game where the Rams won, and it was a heated contest, very close game. After the game, after the handshakes, both teams came together and prayed. And
yeah,
I think it was something to see.
And I hope that's the same way this game.
Shows a lot of class and character. It keeps things in perspective, and it's nice to see because you see all these and hear all these reports about sporting events that go awry because of emotions that get involved, even against the officials. So it's nice to see these coaches and players keeping things in perspective, and really as a class act by both in that last game.
And I think Coach Bushman, coming from Central, really gets that. He gets that type of mentality. Really shows.
Clock continues to run, 2:40. The Rams looking for a miracle. And the snap, it's Gay up the middle. Spinning, running. Gay will pick up enough for a 1st down. That actually could pretty much do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they moved the chain, so it's a 1st down. 2:18 left. Clackamas Cavalier fans waiting for this. The last time the Cavaliers beat Central Catholic was in 2006, a long drought.
You really got to commend Central Catholic for sticking in it, even in, a lot of these players, this is their last game, and, it's got to be tough to see this happening, but they're sticking in it and playing hard all the way up until the end.
Up until the end. A lot of character in this team. You talk about a lot of seniors on the team. There's some youth coming up through the program as well.
Oh, no doubt.
And to see the development over the course of the season, when we watched them play Jesuit, and you were sitting right just like you are right now.
Yeah.
It was like, oh boy, there's a long way to go. There was.
Yeah. And go ahead, sorry.
Well, I was going to say, and they really developed and grew over the course of the season. I got to give credit to the line, the front lines on defense and offense. It's a tough job anyway, and to develop so much as they have over the course of the season.
Well, just a hands-down different team overall from the first week, to be so young coming into it and inexperienced depth-wise, to see this is just incredible.
Gay dropped for a loss on that play. But I agree. And, the coaching staff gives credit. The team gives credit for the hard work. It's not easy. It's hard work. It turns into a grind sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And you talk, your dad and his coaching staff had to learn to coach from behind. So it's been kind of learning for everybody this season. So
yeah, no doubt. And, I think overall Coach Pine will be proud of this team, of where we've come from and, where we ended up. Ultimately not reaching our final goal. But, it was a great ride, and it's been a good season for the Rams.
Yeah, well, you got to give credit to Clackamas. These guys, they wanted it bad.
Yeah, they had a chip on their shoulder. They had something to prove.
Exactly. They came in and took care of business, had the benefit of a lot of penalties, the benefit of those turnovers. Yeah. But they didn't squander it. They took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And that's what good teams do.
Yeah. That's one of the differences between not only a good team, but a great team.
Right.
They have some serious potential in them.
So 106 left, 3rd down and 11. And it'll be Hutchinson on a quarterback sneak. Just looking to run clock at this point. That's all right, Zach Pine. Clock continues running about 35 seconds. Again, a great time to thank our Rams fans for being out there. We actually have a ticker here. We can see how many are out there. But more importantly, we can see who's not out there, so we'll be calling you later. And want to thank them for joining us tonight. Again, Oregon Sports Beat produces the program as players out there giving hugs. And Christopher Parker, who's in the band tonight, he won't hear this, but we want to thank him again for some fantastic stats throughout the course of the season. I know Chuck Blickle is out there. Yeah. Appreciate his help through the season. Kevin Special K Ramsey also helped throughout the season. Miss you in the booth here too, bud. And we've got Zach Pine doing the color. And you'll be headed off to college next year. Yeah. So congratulations on that.
You'll have a tough time replacing Christopher Parker. He's a phenomenal statistician, and it would be difficult to see him leave this program.
I know. Well, he's pretty dedicated. He actually might watch the program and email me the stats.
I think he might be doing that.
I'll take that too. So stop the clock here with 13 seconds left.
That's a tough one to swallow.
Tough one. Those seniors are just tough.
Yeah.
But, you keep your chin up. Life's full of this stuff. You got the wins, you got the losses, and, you worked hard, you got this far. You should be proud of what you've done.
Oh, yeah. And I don't think there's anybody out there that can say they didn't give it their full effort tonight.
Yeah.
Which I think is rare.
Well, it's just you see the guys hugging each other, helping up other players on the team. It was chippy, but, there's a level of character that these two teams bring. It's really nice to see.
Oh, yeah.
So 13 seconds left. The Rams have a chance to maybe put something together here. At least pad some stats for somebody, right?
Yeah, seriously.
The Cavaliers in a super prevent. They got guys parked back on the 20. Lamar Winston with the ball. And the ball's still on the ground. C. Spitty. They're going lateral on us. And that'll be it for the game. So the Rams doing everything they could up until the end. But couldn't deliver. So really, Zach, I got to tell you, give credit to the Cavaliers. They came out. They took care of business. Rams really tried in that second half to get back into it, but really they couldn't overcome the Cavaliers.
No.
So give them credit. And credit to the Rams for a great season. They improved over the course of the season, got to the second round of the playoffs. Won the Mount Hood Conference again.
Yeah.
9 consecutive.
40 straight wins for Coach Pine. That's in the Mount Hood Conference.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's quite a feather in the cap there. So so I think that we'll wrap up the program.
Yeah.
Again, Zach Pine, thanks for your help.
Of course. Thank you.
Oregon Sports Beat, thanks for your help. Christopher Parker and Duke Poshin, thanks for your help. From all of us here at Hillsborough Stadium, good night and God bless.
What's up, baby?